while, uh, you can check my video, hashtag Us United. I should have put that out a long time ago. Ignore the get it on HBO Max or sign up for HBO Max at the end, but essentially, man, I got my digital copy of the Snyder Cut finally. I have a copy of the Snyder Cut. Um, got it on Google TV. Google Play separated itself from Google TV for some reason. And so, yeah, I'm so happy about that. Looked at it last night. Fantastic movie. You know, I haven't been able to see the Snyder Cut for almost a year because of, you know, just the stupid stipulations that Warner Brothers was doing. Of course, an old article was put out in the Rolling Stone and some other place, the day before yesterday. And it's just interesting to me how the old regime, they still have people in media maybe who they're able to call in favors for and put out these stupid articles because they're really stupid. But having said that, man, I am happy to say I saw the Snyder Cut. You know, after such a long time, I got to see it. It's great. Um, I enjoyed it immensely. Um, so what's for the future? What's for the future for us? We're still pushing for releasing the Snyderverse, restoring the Snyderverse, releasing the Snyder Cut into theaters. Um, release the Air Cut. We're still on that. Uh, I haven't gone anywhere, people. I'm still here. All right. Hope everybody's doing well. I hope God's blessings to everybody out there. And you guys can go ahead and check out the song "Us United," which I did a long time ago. I just never put it out. Uh, I don't think I put it out as a video, but seeing that the Snyder Cut came out, saying, you know what, I'm gonna put it out anyway. And basically, thumbs up all the way, man. Thumbs up all the way. Hopefully, Zack Snyder can, in the not too distant future, maybe next year, begin filming of Zack Snyder's Justice League Part 2, because he should be finished with um, the sort of Star Wars like movie that he's going to be doing uh, over this year. He should finish filming this year, be doing what he's doing, and hopefully, sometime in 2023, we could see uh, the the final chapter, the second to last chapter in the 5 arc uh, story. Um, so hopefully we get that next year. You know, what can I say? What can I say? I'm just so happy to be in a time where I get movie I've had was able to produce and to do this sort of thing because it's very memorable. I kind of just deleted some videos of some of the memorable things that we went through. A lot of people thought we were crazy. This movement when we were saying that there was a Snyder Cut and that it was mostly completed. And for truth be told, most of the movie was completed. Um, you know, and now that David Zaslav is in charge, everybody's just trying to move forward. They're trying to move forward and you know, get everything, get the right people in the right positions. Of course, Walter Hamada, his contract wears out sometime next year, so he's still there. But for the most part, a lot of the old regime is gone. Of Warner Brothers, and hopefully brighter days are ahead when it comes to entertainment with them. Um, so hopefully, we can look forward to seeing Zack Snyder's Justice League Part 2, which I would look forward to most immensely. But as of now, what I was doing was I was looking at, like certain pieces of Zack Snyder's Justice League part, Zack Snyder's Justice League, I was actually going back to Man of Steel and looking at little pieces of Man of Steel that related to, you know, uh, Zack Snyder's Justice League. Even the two fathers when he was speaking to Superman as he was coming back out of the Kryptonian ship, you know, in the black suit to soar up into the sky. They're playing back actually. Most of the dialogue comes from Man of Steel, right? From 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 Jonathan Kent and from Jor-El, right? From Man of Steel, and then you know what was kind of cool too was the moments when Clark remembers he's starting to remember his childhood days in the house, and he looks through the window. And what was really so awesome about it, y'all gonna have to excuse me because we always this place is just so messed up, man. There's always somebody trying to disturb the peace. But anyways, let me go into a place where I'm insulated from that noise. Yeah, it's a guy talking at the top of his lungs, selling something. I think it's fish. Guy's a real asshole. Yeah, but yeah. So it's really cool because um, when you look at Clark, he's remembering, and as he's remembering, there's an almost identical shot to Man of Steel with the swing. Um, when Clark was sitting on the swing, when it's kind of funny how the imagery kind of maps up and kind of overlaps with each other, because the moment when Clark looks through the window and he's like, "Oh yeah, I remember here. I liked here. Here was home." Um, that moment where you see the window from the swing is the moment when Clark was kind of like he was kind of like in trouble, like his godlike powers were being revealed to the world, and in this case now it's being revealed to him. He's kind of remembering his childhood. You know what I mean? And the irony of the situation is that the people in the home, the people, the house is no longer owned by his mother. So it's like one of those interesting things, man. It's one of those interesting moments in the movie. And there was a number of great moments in the movie, by the way. There was a moment where you had uh, you had I think yeah, the movie actually picks up. The movie actually picks up at the end of Batman v Superman. So and there was a couple of things I picked up in the movie I didn't actually notice before. Yeah, the movie picks up at the end when Superman is impaled by Doomsday. It actually picks up from that point when Doomsday withdraws that long sort of the long his spare thing that came out of his arm. He kind of withdraws it from Clark. Clark yells, screams out a yell, and he's dying yells. And we see it from Louis Lane's perspective, from Wonder Woman's perspective, from Batman's perspective, right? Even Clark's perspective, we saw it from. And what was interesting was I went back and I looked at Batman v Superman. It was a very sad moment, by the way, very sacrificial moment, etc. And it was interesting seeing that Clark owned the Earth, meaning he claimed it as his territory. He claimed it as his home. It's kind of like the Jesus trope where Jesus claims us as his own and all of that stuff. And he dies for us. He dies for the world. Well, Clark's doing the same thing. He's like claiming Lewis Lane. So humanity. He loves humanity, obviously in general. And then, as if to make it even more intimate, Lewis Lane. He claims Lewis Lane as his own. You know what I mean? Like himself, like one of him, his identity. And so he goes humanity in general, and then he goes, it's just like us with our families, we have a bond, a special relationship with our families. Lewis knew his secret, Lewis knew everything about him. Plus, he is having a child with Lewis. So it's like, he was really about protecting her and by extension, humanity. And I just thought it was just great because it wasn't his mom in this case, it was Lewis. It was a closer relationship than even his mother. Um, and it was really pivotal because, as was explained in the movie, only Lewis could have gotten to him, and it was kind of interesting that Lewis. This was the day when Lewis was trying to let him go, and go back to serving people and helping people. That was the day that he came back to life. So it was pretty interesting. Um, but what I liked about it was watching it from BVS perspective and flowing straight into Zack Snyder's Justice League, man. Man, I mean, I cried. I cried. Uh, Not big tears. It was just tears coming out my eye. But it was a very sad moment because you see Lewis kind of watching horror because she knows Clark. You remember the Kryptonite spear? He's weakened. He flies straight into Doomsday. The Jesus trope thing, and yeah, and the Excalibur trope, but even more so, I think the Jesus trope because it was like he was doing this sacrificial thing on behalf of mankind, on behalf of, you know, uh, the three defenders of the world. The big Trinity was there. Batman couldn't really do much, but he shut the kryptonite. He shut the kryptonite. He shot the kryptonite grenade into Doomsday. Weakened them a little bit. Wonder Woman had kind of shackled him down. Batman had hit him with the kryptonite thing, and then Superman stabbed him with the kryptonite spear, right? And that's what killed him. And there's the teamwork. It wasn't just about Superman. Man, it was just to me, BVS is one of the most fantastic films, and now watching BVS in the context of Zack Snyder's Justice League, it's crazy, man. Just going back and just going through Zack Snyder's Justice League and then seeing BVS, and then it's just, man, I really enjoyed um, you know uh, I enjoyed watching the movie. I enjoyed just so much because these movies are about sacrifice. There's a lot of sacrifice going on in those movies, and hard choices the heroes have to make in these movies, which cost them sometimes daily their lives. I was looking at the Amazons, and I got a better understanding of why the mother boxes never really summoned the darkness. And again, I'm beginning to understand also that the mother boxes themselves, they're not good or evil. Like they're not good or evil. But depending on what influence is influencing them, they correspond to that. So it's very interesting, when you talk about the mother boxes. But there's a lot to unpack. But I was just thinking, from BVS going into Zack Snyder's Justice League is a totally different experience, and I wouldn't be surprised if I go from Man of Steel to BVS to Zack Snyder's Justice League. I'll see so much more things. There was another crossover thing I thought was very interesting, but there was some stuff I didn't actually pay attention to when I first watched Zack Snyder's Justice League that I started paying attention to, which I thought was really hilarious. Um, but uh, yeah, man. The music also being continuous, sort of coming from Man of Steel, to BVS to Zack Snyder's Justice. I didn't watch the trilogy yet. I haven't watched all three movies yet. Um, but man, I mean, this is a great experience. I really enjoyed this. We won as fans. We still have a journey to make. We still have to finish the journey as fans. But the fandom has done such great things. I want to just compliment everybody from the fandom for the great job that you guys did. You guys haven't seen me in a while. Um, I've been around. I've been mostly doing boxing, but I've been around, representing the country, the red, white, and black, which is my country, Trinidad and Tobago. I still got a freedom flag there with the American flag with freedom on it. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that, either way, I'm allegiance to both. I'm allegiance to the world. I'm a Christian and all that. But it's just dope that, we got this opportunity to have this. You know, um, this is something we fought for as fans. You know, I mean, led by Zack Snyder and influenced by Zack Snyder. I mean, led by the tragedy of Autumn's death, which we must never forget. And again, please donate to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention or any foundation for suicide prevention in your country. Just give a little bit something. It doesn't have to be much, you know, or even a shout out or even a, you know, mention of it. Please do. There's a lot of people who still suicidal. There are a lot of people who are have emotional problems. They have what we call mental illness. So we want to make sure that everybody, you know, worldwide, especially the younger generations, that they realize there's hope still. You know, um, there's a lot I want to talk about, but I can't right now. All I can say is this was a great experience. You know, I just wanted to share that with everybody, and maybe we'll go through. Maybe if I get my other phone working, we can go through a phone, a watch through of Zack Snyder's Justice League. Maybe we do the whole trilogy. They'll take hours, but who cares? And we can, if we want, I could tell everybody, okay, in three, two, one, we're gonna pause the video in three, two, one, everything, right? And then we could just talk about what we see and reflect on it. So who knows? We may do a stream like that. It depends because I'll need to have another phone to be able to do that. But it'd be great, you know, the entire movie, and then after that we can discussion about it. You know, I like Zack Snyder's movies, but particularly I think his best work today for me has been the DC movies, the the Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, and Zack Snyder's Justice League. You know what I mean? I had those three movies. You know, I haven't watched Batman v Superman in a good minute. I haven't watched Man of Steel in a good minute, so I really want to go back and revisit everything because man, it was just great. You know, there's things I saw in there. I can't remember them right now, which I didn't observe before, and I was like, wow, look at that. I didn't realize that. You know, I didn't realize he said this or they said that or this was what was happening. But you know, it's just fantastic and you know, it's entertainment, but at the same time, you know, Zack Snyder's really talking about virtues and values. You know, when he says all the gods are in you, you know, all the heavens and hells are in you, he's talking about attributes and, of course, I believe, um, qualities. Yeah. So, anyways, man, people, I'm gonna catch you guys later. I am Christ. I am disciple. I hope you guys have a great day. Maybe we'll talk on something else, but as of now, I don't think there's anything really burning or important that I have to say to you guys. I just wanted to say that I purchased it. It was great. I'm glad I purchased it. Um, for those of you who never watched superhero movies, I think this particular set of movies, and also including Wonder Woman. I think Wonder Woman is a great movie as well, worth your watching. We want to get the air cut out there, see what the air cut look like. But in terms of DC movies, I think you know the best DC have been what Zack Snyder has done because almost every single one of those movies really delves into the human psyche to some degree. And I think that you know the way how he put the challenge forward about how really true heroes and true heroics is, I think is the best thing I've ever seen so far on television. So that's just my take on how he puts. I like that he puts the heroes into certain real life situations or real questions, you know, that are posed to them. Even the way how Cyborg story is portrayed in Zack Snyder's Justice League, I think is fair. You know, it's this guy's been, you know, how his story goes is quite an interesting story, and we follow Victor, you know, all the way through. Um, and Victor is you know is a very uh, you know he's an individual who is thoughtful, um, you know, caring, and we don't think you know I never thought of Victor as you know a cyborg. You know what I mean? In the entire movie, which is crazy. Um, I think of him as a person, and even Aquaman, who is Arthur Curry. Arthur, I find Arthur to be somebody who he challenges things, he questions things, because of how his background is and where he comes from. But I really enjoy the fact that Arthur is also a very thoughtful individual. He's more on the cautious side of things, I guess, because of his upbringing, bringing, and which leads me to another point. I always thought that even James Wan's Aquaman, I didn't think it veered too far away from the story of Aquaman that we actually got to see. Of course, creatively, James Wan kind of changed up the look of the movie somewhat, but you could kind of pitch Aquaman off of Zack Snyder's Justice League, But what was so cool is to hear Mira and the guards communicating with each other, and they're communicating kind of like dolphins, kind of like a click sound, kind of. I really enjoyed that. What Zack Snyder was trying to do. It's what I like about Zack Snyder's movies is it's kind of like it's like pseudo real. Like they really kind of put a lot of thought into how these beings would communicate underwater. Because underwater, you can't really talk underwater like how Aquaman movie was. You have to be able to use clicks or some kind of sound. And I thought Zach was, using those same clicking sounds like the dolphins and things would do, or sea creatures would do. And I thought it was just so cool as well. So and yeah, there was a lot. There was a lot to the movie that I really enjoy, and I'm going to go back and watch it at another time. But anyway, I spent enough time talking to you guys about this. Hope you guys get your digital copy. If you haven't gotten your digital copy, hashtag Snyder Cut on digital. You guys should get that. I mean, you should really get that as part of your digital collection. I don't have any hard copies, so but I had to wait a pretty long time to get this particular copy of Zack Snyder's Justice League. Of course, the other cool thing that was really cool that I really enjoyed was the fact that Zack Snyder's Justice League came out on my birthday. When they actually put out everything. So when the Justice is Gray, I haven't gotten the Justice is Gray version because I don't think they have offered that on Google TV. But I'll look to see. But I was really so happy. It was on my birthday of 2021 that they released Zack Snyder's Justice League, which was like a gift to me, and I thank God for that. And you know, even though I don't see God the same way I used to see God, which is something very important for people to understand, there has been growth and development on my part of what God is or who God is or what. But I want to just say that it's been a blessing, just to be here in the land of the living, just to be able to talk with you guys has been a blessing. So, shout out to Leroy Kung in the building. Uh, Shout out to Damien Anton Vincent. I'm trying to remember some other people, man, who used to come through to this channel and still do. Shout out to each and every one of you. I don't remember your names. William Miranda, I think it was. William Meir, as well as the other William. Shout out to you guys, man. Try and get more things and more breakdowns of these movies. Now that I got them. I got the movies now, so I can actually talk a little bit more about them, as well as anything else that's out there that maybe worth my time. I don't really, like I said before, I'm not really into cinema stuff like that. Zack Snyder caught my eye with these particular movies and kind of roped me into him, but I'm not really a movies person like that. So to actually get me to actually watch a movie, I mean, it's quite incredible. But yeah, man, I would go and watch in a heartbeat in the cinema a Zack Snyder Justice League. I would watch that like that, because I just feel like, yeah, and you know what I liked about Zack Snyder's Justice League as well is the emotional aspect of it. Like it had a lot of emotion in it. It had a lot of heart in it. It had a lot of you know, moments where you thought it would be he could have punched on it, you know, he could have made it look badass or something. He didn't do that. Um, he went with songs and with feeling and with emotion, which I thought was very interesting. His approach, and I don't know if it's because his daughter died, but it's not him really. It was Johnny Junkie XL that was actually doing the music. So I don't know, but it was good to see, and it was just great to watch. You know, and I don't even try and I haven't even thought about the actors and the controversy behind the actors and all of that. I didn't even go with that. I just watched the movie and it was good. It was good. So that's all I got for now. I'm gonna catch you guys later. I am Christ Same Disciple. You guys know me from the songs that I may put up here. Sometimes I come in and talk about different talks and different things. Definitely still about Jesus Christ all day, every day, 24/7. Um, and I'm just happy. I'm just happy to have seen the movie and to actually have the money or the wherewithal to actually purchase it, which is a blessing in and of itself. So I'm gonna catch you guys later. I'm out of here, but peace to everybody, man. Y'all have a good time. Snyder Cut family. Shout out to y'all, man. Only love and peace out here. I'm gonna catch you guys later. Peace.